Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and it's not day to do Spider Walk, but we're doing Spider Walk. Why? Because, quite frankly, I am tired. You can see by my attire, was go to work day, and we're just gonna do Spider Walk for a bit. Probably repair, actually. Actually, you know what? We don't need to repair so much as we need to find another stone station. So let's. Oh shoot! All right, come back here, my little dudes. Okay. We need to find another stone station because we must get stoned. Because we're running out of batteries and we're running out of landfill. So anyway, we're still doing this. We're still going to the east. We're 46% and we're just gonna carry on because I made a promise. And there's just a general rule of how many stream ideas I can cancel out on midway through because it got too hard. You know, it happens too much, and so if I kept doing it, I'd be like known as the cat who fails, and I don't want to be known as the cat that fails. I want to be known as the cat that occasionally does what he says he's going to do. I could hope for greater, but clearly that's the best we're going to get out of me right now. So yeah, so we're just moving on as per tradition. Good news is I'm pretty sure we've got a bunch of stone still in my inventory, so when we run out, it won't be the end of the world. It'll just be mildly inconvenient. Which, honestly, I prefer mildly inconvenient to the end of the world. Actually, we've still got, like, 5,000 stone. So long... Oh, there was stone there, I guess. You know what? We got, like, 22% battery. We got battery to spare. It'll be okay. Batteries are going up while I walk, yeah. It'll be fine! And since when have I said it'll be fine and been wrong? Never. Because I know when things aren't fine. So we've got about 5,500 stone, which is decent, I suppose. When we stop just to recharge the batteries, we get about 200 more landfill, which is encouraging. I think 200 landfill's a number. I've heard of the number 200 before. Haven't you? Yeah. That's just what we're at. Alright, so as soon as we get through here, we're going to make some real progress. The Spidertron lost a lot of took a lot of damage there, so that's going to really take a lot of energy for the batteries. It really does. Look at that, how much battery that churns through when that happens. It takes about 2 or 3%, maybe even higher, like a 3 or 4% to get a full charge of the batteries back up. And given how slowly the batteries charge in the first place, that's not great. Okay, we're coming into nighttime, which means there's no reason to stop. Even if we find stone, we'll find more stone. Better stone. Cooler stone. A stone that you can make a pizza off. I understand people like pizza stones. I don't... Oh, shoot. Hang on. We left one of our buddies behind. We gotta go get him. I remember there was a big time where people were really excited about pizza stones, and I'm really not sure why. You know about pizza stones, please tell me, because I don't understand. Okay, we good? We are not good. In fact, there's 2 spiders here now. What the heck, guys? 3, there was 4 spiders there. What the actual heck? You're just being goofballs now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the foul language on this channel. I try not to have foul language, but I called them goofballs. You know what? They flippin' deserve it, those goofballs. Say it again. Because quite frankly, I've got a theory here that you get called what you are on this channel. These spiders, total goofballs. I always like the insult goofball. It seems very 80s, you know? It seems very Spaceballs-esque. Or Police Academy. You know those 80s comedies that are kind of, you know, tongue-in-cheek adult humor that isn't really that adult. I don't know. I haven't watched Police Academy in years. I used to love Police Academy when I was a kid. And I really wonder, like, how filthy was that movie series? You know? Because, I mean, there was a bunch of stuff I definitely did not understand about Police Academy. But I watched it with my sister, and we thoroughly enjoyed them. We watched them multiple times. And I don't think we ever got it. You know, even as I've gotten older, I remember sections of Police Academy and go, holy crap, that was filthy. That was a filthy joke. I didn't get it. It was funny because, you know, man fell down. It's like, it's almost like the Disney theory of how you can get really filthy jokes into your movie. You know, just make it a little unclear, and children won't understand it. Children just be like, "Yay! A man made a funny face," and it's like, yeah, that was a sex joke, my dude. You know, it's like Lion King in the bedroom eyes. You're like, damn, Nala, I know what you're planning, and I am not for it. I almost said I am for it, but I'm like, no, that'll just continue the see for the furry thing. We don't need that in my life. Already scarily too close. So we've got to get away from that. Oh, I see we have dropped internet connection. Hilarious. Well, that's fine. No one was here to begin with. It's a quiet stream right now. I'm not sure why. It just is. Okay, and we're back. Awesome. Sometimes you get quiet streams, I suppose. I'm not too fussed by it, because I'm still having fun. Am I? Going east, man. How fun is going east? It's a little bit of fun. I'm talking about all the important things. You know, Lion King, furries, you know, all the important things that need to be discussed are being discussed right here, right now. We're just getting on that train. That very furry train. It's like that car from Dumb and Dumber, you know, the one with like the dog tail and the ears. You know, Dumb and Dumber is a weird movie for me. So, I'm sure everyone has this part when they're in high school, or maybe just primary school as well, where you get a part like near the end of the school year, and the teachers are like, I have nothing left in my syllabus that I need to teach you. Like, everything that I need to teach you, I have taught. Exams are coming up, we've revised all we can. Maybe exams aren't coming up, maybe you're already level before exams. But the point is, the teachers have done everything they can, and quite frankly, they don't give a shit anymore. In fact, nobody gives a shit anymore. And so they're like, you know what we'll do? We're going to just roll in Mr. TV, and we're just going to watch a movie. And it's just like the best time of the school year, you know? Where it's just like, all right, so you all just sit down and you just watch a movie. And so one year, somehow there was a tape of Dumb and Dumber, right? And so it would be like, all right, well, if teaching, I'm in this classroom, the TV's here, I'm just going to hit play on whatever's in this machine. And it was like Dumb and Dumber again. So they would just do that, and there would just be multiple classes. But what would happen? Hey, it's Kick. Or Kick, rather. What would happen is most lessons, it would like, the teacher would be like, oh, okay, there's a movie in here. You did call first, well done. They're like, okay, I'm going to rewind this movie, and we're going to watch from the start. Or, oh, has anyone seen the movie up this far? And someone goes, no. And it's like, okay, well, we're just going to rewind it all to the beginning because of one person. So I've seen the start of Dumb and Dumber so many times, but I've never seen the end of it. Because the teachers would just keep playing the start over and over again. I must have seen the start like 10 times. I don't know if that's a true number, but it feels true. And there's one thing I've learned about science denial these days. Feeling true is about the same as actually being true. So, you know, wait, how do you redeem first twice? The stream crap out again? Oh, my stream is bad. What the hell, stream? Oh no. Stream, you gotta be less bad. Double first. That's a first and a second if I ever heard it. Okay, so we're going to just deal with some of these guys. Double first. I don't think I've seen a double first like that for a while. It's encouraging. Did the stream just crap out again? Tell me the stream did not just crap out again. Am I having internet issues? I didn't think so. Am I having internet issues? Oh, we might be better looking at this one then. Oh, interesting. I don't think we're having internet issues, but I mean, dubious saying that, right? You did get first twice. That is true, you did. But no one's told me I'm having internet issues, so if I am, this is a first for me. Well, for my Australian watchers, this is just what it's like in Australian internet. Anyway, that's just harsh. Can't just do that. I've been told now. I'm always being told something. But told, son. Alright. Unfortunately, I think we're trying to do this during the night, which is going to make a... Is it going up or down? Oh no, we seem to be okay. Alright. So we're just going to generate our rocks while this thing recharges its batteries. Well, we all recharge our batteries, I suppose. Like I'm dropping frames. Yeah, I'm getting that. I haven't changed anything. But that is looking weird. What if I get rid of that? Yeah, sure. No settings have been changed, so I'm not sure why I'd be dropping frames. I've got lazy frames. I was always afraid my frames... Did I forget to play my frame tax? What are you insisting, that I've been framed? But no. Yeah, it's... dropping frames. Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. Bet you that fixes it. Oh. I think there was something running in the background that I didn't want. Triple first, yeah. I bet you that fixes it. Okay. Let's show a cat. I wonder if that fixes it. I'm hoping that fixes it. I think some process was running in the background, just being a right hog. Have a look. What did I change? I think I had a virus scanner going for some reason. I'm not quite sure why it was going, but it was going nonetheless. Anyway, here's a cat. Please witness this cat. Great. Here's a bit. That should not steal your internets. I don't think it was stealing my internets. I think it was stealing something else. Look, if it doesn't fix it, then we have a short stream today, and that's fine. Anyway, next poll. Great cat. Yes. No. Maybe we just have bad internet today. I don't know. Oh. Anyway, it's a cat. You may witness it, and you may tell me if it's a good or a great cat. The great cat, say yes. If it's a good cat, say no. It wasn't. I don't think it was like dropped frames is typically not my internet. Dropped frames is my computer struggling. My old computer used to do this all the time. Let's see. I was deemed a great cat with a total of 1 vote. Sometimes when there's a small number of people, you can get those cats in easily. Okay. So we're going to get a bit more stone. I think probably good to get going very soon. In fact, if I just stone, let's make 120 landfill. Let's try to make it like up to 1,000 landfill, just real quick. Just a casual 1,000 landfill. That will get me 700 landfill. I'm Top Cat, you thought it was more than 6,000? It was for a while. It was at 20,000 at one point, but then Battle of Jackets became the Eternal Top Cat. And when he becomes Eternal Top Cat, then the price goes down. Such is the way of Eternal Top Cat. Okay, so that might be... When power starts going down again at night, we'll start pulling walls down again. But overall, I'm fairly happy with what I'm witnessing here. Like, we're getting plenty of stone. And it's like they say, I would not feel so alone if everybody must get stone. I love how it just makes so much pollution just in this little tiny cloud. This is brief time we have mining. Yeah, I think we're good actually. I think I'm happy. So let's tear all this down. Up the stone as we go. Just to make things a little bit easier for the bots. Okay, are we good? I think we're good. Grab my Spidertron. Apparently a couple of these things just didn't want to be picked up. That's fine. That's fine. Can't judge my robots for being lazy. If I start judging my robots for being lazy, I'd have to judge myself for being lazy. And I know how lazy I am. And off we go again. We've got 1,000 landfill coming up. It'll be good. Everyone's repaired. Everyone's smiling. You've got a bunch of smiling spider bots. Which is about all you ever really want in life. Kind of like never smile at a crocodile, but never smile at a spider bot. I don't know why you're not supposed to smile at a crocodile. I don't know if anyone can answer that question for me. Kind of a confusing one when I think about it. What's wrong about smiling at a crocodile? Couldn't tell you. All I know is you shouldn't do it. Oh. Where are all these soft toys come from? Oh, okay. We got Pinky the unicorn. You know what? Bring this up. So we got Panda's just brought in a bunch of soft toys that we have for my son that I forgot about. So we've got Pinky. Oh, it's a pink unicorn. It's very hard to see because it's reflecting light so brilliantly. Okay. We've got a teddy bear. There he is. Ah! Okay. Then we have Hippo. Ah! Oh, his head wobbles really good. Look at that. Look at that wobble. Oh. We have the dragon. What's his name? He's got a ribbon around him. Is that supposed to have a ribbon around him? I feel like the ribbon is not how it came. No, I mean, as a present, it came with a ribbon. Oh, really? I feel like the ribbon is... Okay. Yes. Okay, which one did the baby react to? Two contenders? Yeah? Pinky? No. Hippo? No. Well, then the last two has to be the option. Is bear and the dragon. Hell yeah, he likes dragons. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, well, it's a very colorful dragon. Awesome. I didn't even remember the dragon. Who gave us the dragon? Ah, that makes, you know what? That makes so much sense. Of course, D&D friend gave us a dragon. That does make a lot of sense. I would say we've done many dragon slayings together, but we've only ever killed one dragon together, and it almost killed both of us. That's okay. My son's getting to the age he starts to recognize what toys are, so that's pretty exciting. The stream is seeming pretty stable now that I've stopped the virus scanner. So I don't know what the hell is going on there. I mean, I don't even know why the virus scanner was running, but it was. Who really knows? Who can explain such wondrous things like the internet and computers? I certainly don't understand them. I mean, it's true, I really don't understand them. A lot of people who come here because Factorio, they're like, I understand about IT, I know what a computer is. I'm like, nah, I understand it's got magic smoke in it, and that's all I really need to know. Once you understand the magic smoke, what more do you want to know? Nothing else really matters, right? Try and keep the battery charge up as high as possible, just so we don't need to stop anytime soon. Oh dear. Never mind. We've just walked into a big swarm of worms. Weird dog, it's there's much more magic than the smoke. I haven't seen the magic sparks. I've never seen the magic sparks or the magic smoke. But I understand from a friend who knows about computers, you never want to see either of them. I have seen the magic blue screen though, of course. Not really that magical though. Had magic cable today. Okay. What the hell is magic cable? That sounds... I was gonna say awesome, but generally it's bad. Because computers and science... No, sorry. Computers and science don't mix. Magic and science don't mix. And so, as computers are science and not magic, don't want them to mix. There's two things in the world. Computers and science. Computers are not science, therefore. You got a proximity switch, and you could make it switch by pulling on a coil of cable on its cable. It's supposed to do that? It sounds like something that's not supposed to happen, but I'm really not sure. As I said, I don't understand computers. This is why my circuit connections are usually relatively basic. Because if I try to go too complex with my circuits, I don't understand them. Not mean to work like that. Okay, that's what I thought. I was suspecting that's what was not supposed to happen. Who knows with computers? They're made for science wizards. You know, it's like if you've ever seen Adventure Time, kind of like Princess Bubblegum, science wizard. You just call the manufacturer. Hey, did you know your thing can do this? Is this a feature? And they'll be like, would you buy more if it was? Ew. No, I'd probably buy less. Always good when you talk to someone who knows like a piece of systems or a program or just something very, very well, and you go, hey, I found a thing. And they're just like, that shouldn't be possible. And you were like, yeah, we're not buying your crap again. I mean, see, that's just because they market it incorrectly. If they market it and there's like this happened, and they weren't like, what? They were like, yeah. What's your point? That's what it's supposed to do. Did you read the specifications? And you go, yeah, I looked on this website. And they're very hurriedly putting some more information on that website. Maybe you should check again. I don't think you read the entire website. And then it's just like really slapdash text being like, also can act as proximity switch, but they spelled proximity wrong. You're like, not sure if this was written by the same team. No, it was. See, the problem is that guy just wasn't good enough at marketing. I just kind of like it when I just walk into the sea like they're attacking me. I'm just like, goodbye, lads. I am leaving. Like, well, you can't just leave. We're at war. Yes. And we'll be at war another day, lads. And then you just leave. This is honestly how I leave a party as well. I just call everyone lads and leave. Even the ladies are lads, obviously. The ladies? Laddies and laddies and laddies. I don't think that's going to beat all the other ladies and gentlemen things that exist. We should be at 50% at some point very soon. %50 will be a nice number to reach, because then we'll be halfway there, and we will be officially living on a prayer. Your method of leaving party is much more efficient. I call it sorry, can't go, got something. Oh yeah, see that's a better way to do it. Generally the good thing is I don't get invited to parties anymore for that very reason, because they know I'm not interested. The only parties I would go to is like ones where it's like, hey, the plan is we're going to play board games. All right. And then what? Dinner, I guess. And then more board games. And I'm like, yes. But even those I haven't been to in a long time. You know, it's not really a party though, but I've never been a party dude. Which is strange, because Michelangelo was always my favorite Ninja Turtle, and he is very much a party dude. You're going to a baby Christmas party. Now, to be clear, is that a small Christmas party or a Christmas party for babies? Because I could see how both exist. It's for babies. By babies, for babies. The babies have organized the Christmas party. Oh boy. It's a small party from 4:30 to 6 p.m. See, that's about all the length the party needs to be for babies. You know, you don't need to have a long party for kids. Go in, like, okay, this is coming from someone who's got a 3-month-old child and has never hosted a kid's birthday party, but let's go with this. So you start the party, everyone arrives, right? Then you have food, which is like 3 cocktail sausages and half a slice of pizza, and then they're full. And then maybe like a couple of pieces of candy, but then their tiny bellies are full and they're like, I can't eat anymore. And then you go presents, and everyone gets excited by that. Then you play some games, but the games are really quick. And then you can have the whole thing done and dusted in like 20 minutes if you do it right. You might have to force feed the children, and then give them ice cream. And then when they're just at peak, like either sleepy mode or hyperactive mode, you give them back to their parents. Like, and you give them back to their parents, and the parents are like, "Oh, thanks so much. Now we have to deal with like this absolutely hyperactive child," and you just go, "Not my child," and you just slam the door in their faces. And that's the plan. Now, I don't know how accurate that is to childhood birthday parties, but I think that's like 90% what they are. You know, and oh wait, I also forgot you could have fairy bread. Fairy bread is very important to children's birthday parties. You're more worried about food finishes at 6 and you start stream at 6:30. Look, your followers will be there at 6:45. Don't you worry. They'll get there. You just post a message saying, or you let them know, saying you're going to run a little late. You've got things to do, and people will understand. And if they don't understand, see, when I became a father, I was a little worried about me, like maybe having to cancel the stream midway through, or having to go change nappies and delay the stream, and that people might leave. And I had a theory for what I thought about that. Like, I was worried about it for a little bit. And then I realized it was a very basic rule that I realized, and it made me a lot happy about it, which is fuck them. You know, it's like, yeah, no, it turns out life more important than streaming. This is not my job. Yeah, sure, I earn a tiny amount of money from it, tiny, tiny, tiny. And it's not my job. I do this because it's fun, and I like entertaining people. But it turns out my son is more important than that. And that is the most wholesome thing you'll ever hear me say. Oh, these two chumps. Wish that was a quote. I mean, it could be. You didn't realize I was such a fan of Fast and Furious? I'm not. Hello, Splee. Can't brain fast enough to remember it correctly. People, what they do when those long quotes come along is they use a clip and they clip it and then they just get the gist of it. Why would I be? Why is Fast and Furious have anything to do with it? What? I've never seen a Fast and Furious movie, or a Furious movie, or a Fast movie, or any of those movies. I'm not quite sure what the connection is. Do they drive spiders around Fast and Furious? If so, I have clearly not been watching the right movie franchise. Kick, you know that's a quote. That's an absolute quote, and I kind of do love it. It's what it really boiled down to. Yeah, look, you know what? I did say that, so yeah, sure, we can quote that. There we go. I love that quote. That's useful. That's a useful quote. From your understanding, Fast and Furious is 53% cars flipping, exploding. The rest is Vin Diesel's family. And I think 3% of it is Vin Diesel saying family while cars are flipping and exploding. I think family only started in the last couple of movies, though, didn't it? I mean, I say didn't it like we know what we're talking about. The fact you wrote from your understanding implies you're not exactly a Fast and Furious fan yourself. There was a comic that a friend of mine made. I guess I haven't spoken to her in a long time, so maybe we're not friends anymore. I don't know. But hang on, I'll find it. Right, it's just very important that. Okay, there we go. The comic that I always think about. Also, Link should be working again now after the kickback that we got. A lot of anger, a lot of disappointment. So Link should be working again now. A lot of anger, a lot of disappointment, a lot of gnashing of teeth. And I was like, all right. Hey, Dave. That quote took a while, but I love it. That's someone who isn't. No. We're getting that quote. Wonderful. Hey, Dave, can you do me a favor? Can you throw a duck link, please? I just want to make sure that it's working. It should be working. I just want to make sure. I mean, it could be a link of anything, really. Just a duck as I know what you've got ready on the... It's probably not ready. You probably Google it every time. No, you know what? I reckon you've just got a favorites bar of ducks, and you click on it, and you're just like, ah, that's what I needed. Oh, Dave, speaking of ducks, I got me a duck story. Yeah, fair enough. Got me a duck story, Dave. So I was walking home the other day, and as you know, I've got ducks that just hang out around my place. And I'm walking home, and I just heard some very furious, very angry quacking happening. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? First, I looked around to make sure I hadn't walked between a mother duck and her ducklings again. No, I was fine on that one. And did Agent 28934 complete his mission? No, Agent 29834 was compromised, and that's what I'm talking about. A child aged probably about 3 or 4 was following a duck around the yard with the ducklings and trying to catch it in their bare hands. And the duck is like squawking angrily at them, trying to get away and get in between the child and the ducklings. The child didn't care about the ducklings. The child was just trying to catch the duck. And I'm just thinking, that child is going to get bitten by a duck very soon. And I really wanted to watch, but at the same time, there's something very strange about a grown-ass man standing outside a property watching a child try to catch a duck. Only when I completely verbalize it do I realize how horrible that would be. Unfortunately, Agent 283 934 was compromised by a child. However, I don't know. Maybe, you know, maybe that was the mission. Operation Bite Child. But yeah, I got up this morning and I'm walking to work and there's just like a duck on our driveway. I'm like, hello, Dave. You feel like it could be clipped out of context and that'd be bad? Look, as long as you're not removing sentences from the middle of things or like removing very critical words, like if I said, I am not racist, and you went, I were going to remove the word not. So I say, the other one, yeah, see, I almost caught myself there. You know, I'm fine with that. Like I said it, and I hope everyone understands that most of what I'm saying is shit talking and more just for a joke. I'm really serious. But hey, look, I mean, I'm a man of my principles. If I say something, and you're like, "Hey, were you joking there or not?" Let me know. I'll tell you if I was joking or not. And if I honestly, truly believe it, I'll tell you I believe that. Or I'll say I believe that while laughing because I'll continue the joke because I am a man of principles. They're not good principles, but principles. Oh, thumb's getting sore holding the walk button. I'm gonna have to use my other fingers to hold the walk button. We're gonna be at 50% very soon, if not already. But yeah. Yeah, the ducklings are all over the place. I was driving somewhere and there was just a duck just standing in the middle of the road, and I'm just like, I really need to stop now because I do not want to be the guy who hit a duck in broad daylight. You know, sometimes you go to work and like, you know, the sun's just rising and there's just like a dead bird splayed out on the road and you're like, that's charming. That's charming indeed. I love that. Um, Sometimes a duck, sometimes a different type of bird, but the point is dead animal, and you're just like, oh. But the good news is, the local council does deal with that pretty quickly. By the time you come home at the end of the day, there is no dead bird or possum or anything lying on the road. And you know what? I appreciate that. I appreciate the removal of roadkill. Because I know in some places they just leave the roadkill there. And those are places where new fantastic diseases start. And I don't want to be at location 0. Call me old-fashioned, but I don't want to start a plague. Is that old-fashioned or new-fashioned? I don't know. 48.9%. Okay. Yeah. So, did I give up on the train? I gave up on the train about 25% to go. Did I give up on murder? Now, murder is a thing I can never truly give up. It's one of those things, you know, like, it's a passion. And you can say you'll give up murder, you'll be like, honey, okay, look, this is my last murder. Let's clip that again. The complete verbiage was that child's going to get bitten by a duck very soon. And I wanted to watch, but at the same time, something very strange about a grown ass man. I mean, you know what? I'm more than happy to do a free quote if you'll let me. It's something I just like that there's something very strange about a grown ass man standing outside a property watching a child try to catch a duck. That I just kind of want to add into a quote because that's kind of wonderful, and I'm more than happy to do a free quote on that one. You know what? Screw it. It's my stream. No. Look, if I'm doing a free quote, I'm not going to add that bit. It's still strange a grown-ass man watching a child try to catch a duck. No, it's a free quote. I do not make myself sound like something that would fight an alien. Oh, hell. Going the wrong way. I know, I left some spiders behind. Yeah, we're good now. You know, it's like that bit when you're playing Mario Kart and freaking Lucky 2 is like, wrong way, wrong way. You're like, F off, Lucky 2. I don't need your shit right now. You know, the worst part is like, you get hit and you just take a really bad bounce and Lucky 2 is like, wrong way! And you're like, I know. As you spend like the next 5 seconds turning around, you're like, F off, Lucky 2. I really do not need your passive-aggressive bullshit right now. I'm being helpful. I'm just a nice Lucky 2. Anyway, turns out I got a lot of anger about Lucky 2s. This is new to me. Now there was a thing about genocide. Oh yeah, so I was saying like murder. It's just sort of a passion that you can't get rid of. You say, I'm going to stop murdering. You tell everyone, all your friends and family, you know what? I decided to give up murder, and everyone's really proud of you. But you got that one friend that just sort of goes, yeah, you said that last week, mate. What happened? Okay, well, there was, look, it was just a thing that happened, okay? Yeah, I will add that in a second. I'm going to continue this train of thought. Yes, okay, so, yeah, look, my point is that doesn't count. I'm going to give up murder from now. There'll be no one dead by my hand today. And they go, okay. And you walk home, you go, God, I could just use a murder right now. Just need just a little murder to get me through the day. You know, it was a tough day. The reports came through and they weren't great, and I got chewed out by the boss. I could just use just a small murder. Come on, or you know, after you know a particular act. Hang on, you know, you just gotta sometimes gotta murder. You know, just a after passion murder. You know, she lights up a cigarette and you go, I just got to go out to take care of something. Come. There's a loud, sharp sound outside, and you come back and go, oh, that's good. Am I okay? Do I need help? I mean, probably. Uh, uh, a long day. It's been a lot. I picked the wrong day to give up murder. Let me tell you. Sorry. That just got me. Oh, God. Thanks, Dave. It's really appreciated. Ah, you're kind of glad you got a first 3 times in a row now. I'm glad. I'm glad you did. Oh, glad you're glad you're glad. That's what I'm saying. Oh God, it's been a while since I made myself laugh so hard I've cried. Ah, this conversation has been enlightening. Yes, officer, this is the streamer. This is the stream that I'm concerned about. Ah. Sake. Well, at least I'm happy. At least I've amused myself. I think that laugh is definitely what was needed. I mean, it was bugged. It was redeemed 3 times today, so... Yes, you just messed up every one of those times, Wes. It's like, stream bugged, could not redeem. No, stream was bugged, it was redeemed thrice. I mean, you're not wrong, but the symptom was wrong. Oh my god, that was good. I'm so happy that happened. Yeah. Well, actually, Kick, you're first, and you're first today. All right. I gotta move on. Oh, that's a classic joke, and I always like those sorts of jokes when the person is insulting themselves. I think that is a good level of humor because it's not like, ha ha, I'm laughing at your inadequacies. It's like you know, it's just a good joke, and it doesn't harm anyone. No one's hurt by it. It's like you don't make that joke and you're not like I enjoy jokes at my expense when I'm telling them because it's like I chose to do this, and the fact that I've said it means other people are allowed to laugh. Your wife is hurt by it. Well, your wife is hurt if it's not a joke, but that's okay because you know what? Kick, if you want advice, we'll talk after the stream. This is not a. All I advise is just don't go for like the after passion murder. Okay, you gotta give it up, man. You gotta give it up. I love that these iron patches, just how rich they are. It's just solid grey. Look at it all. Wonderful. Oh, a lot of quotes today. I'm loving this. Thank you so much, Kick. Again, just to be clear, we're not like doing the Black Widow or Praying Mantis thing. It's someone else, someone completely unrelated. Unfortunately, you do have to give it a second. I don't think I can make it any faster than that. Yeah, I know. There isn't a cooldown on it, but I think Stream Elements has its own enforced cooldown. You did it too quick again. Aww. I've always heard like the think about baseball thing from like American TV shows. Have you tried thinking about cricket? Have you tried thinking about like Shane Warne or something? Would that help? I don't know. Now that could take a very dark turn. This also explains how much I know about recent cricket, where the first Australian cricket player I can think of is Shane Warne. that's an oldie. That is most certainly an oldie. Okay. I think what we might do is just a quick repair job. I continue? Oh, we ran out of repair packs. Well, thankfully, we do have more of them. But we did run out of repair packs, which is kind of scary. Well, the repair packs are easy to make, right? They're just iron and copper, aren't they? Pretty much. Okay. Alright, you worked out extra hard at the gym tonight and your legs are cramping. Pickle juice is supposed to help. Huh. 49.8. Oh, we're almost to 50%, lads. A good solid walk forwards right now. And then this monstrosity of a fighter lagoon. All right. Through. Are we 50% yet? Oh, 49.9. No. I'm waiting until the biters become one unbroken wall of sadness. I don't think they're going to get any bigger than they already are. I think we're about the size they are. Also, hi Zoe. Gotta be at 50% now. 50%. Can't ping further out. That's right. Stone, I think we're fine without stone for now. My battery powers are still over 50%. So we can go, well, that's about to change. How much damage my shield just took. So I was watching a VTuber playing a game, and I was like, I just kind of want to check this game out. And then I watched him for a little bit. I was like, I kind of want to buy this game. I really want to buy Slay the Princess. That game just looks interesting. It looks like it's expensive for what it is, but it looks like it would be a good time. Do you have any tips for getting rid of the body? Cannibalism, obviously. I mean, I don't know why you thought I was going to say anything other than cannibalism, given... I just realized I don't know if you know my stream history of cannibalism. Cannibalism is like, if I can't build bad logistics, I eat people. That's my rule. If I can't build bad logistics, people get eaten. Playing Crusader Kings, better eat people. Playing RimWorld, better eat people. Could do Stellaris. Won't be cannibalism, but it will be eating of sentient creatures, and that's good enough. Suppose you could do a candle effect and burn it. Lye will dissolve it. Another option is hungry pigs. No. Dave knows how. And I've always described myself as a hungry pig. No, when I'm not describing myself as a cat, obviously. I was working on a script for like a video project that I wanted to do. I say script, it's not like it's very long. But I wanted to do like a really quick video project, like an introduction to my channel. And I was just like going to go, now I need to find all the bad logistics I've ever done on this channel. So... I mean, Nullius has to be there, as does the sushi belts. But I think everything's had bad logistics somewhere along the line. Just really bad sushi. Not sushi, sorry, just spaghetti is what I meant. Even when I try not to do really bad spaghetti, it still happens. So... thing I was thinking about, but again, I don't really know how I plan to do it, or even if I will. Sometimes I get like write half a script, I get really excited about it, and then I just never do it. Okay, we're at 50%. Yes, 50.2. How many Spidertrons do I have? It's like 30 or so. GG, I know, we're 50% there. That being said, though, 50% there implies that we've got another like 3 months of this. But quite frankly, because of the speed we move at now, because we're not worried about the train, probably get this done in like 4 or 5 streams, which is still pretty bad. getting like 10% done every session. And then I can start my next run of something else. 30 or so is not enough. If I'd continued doing this at the slow rate that I was with the trains, I was doing about 3% per session, and I stopped at about 22%. So that would have taken 70, it would have taken about 20 more streams. Which would have been interesting, but also very dull and boring. And when I gave that up and just went with the spiders, I think I'm so much happier now. Like, just as a person, I'm happier. Keep going. Oh, 30 as in the spiders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29 spiders, perhaps. You know what? I just realized it's probably a better way to do this. 32 spiders, potentially. I'm going to raise quality of the stream. Alright. We're not uncommon quality stream. Oh, I just realized why you're saying yes. Because it's telling you to input something, isn't it? Let's fix that. That's stupid. Let's do a couple of things. First off, let's fix this. Then I've got to see what Panda wants because she's calling me. Just to see. Raise quality of stream. Where is it? There it is. Raise. Raise quality of stream. Okay. You don't need to enter text, and it can be done every 5 minutes. And each person can only do it twice. Okay, cool. And with that, I will be back in just a moment as I need to go see what Panda wants. So hold tight, everyone. Or hold each other. You know what? Whatever works for you. Just hold things. Link should be working again now. Sorry about that, everyone. Little K has been changed. Okay, now we've got to see what these ducks are before we can continue legally. There's ducks in a train. That's nice. A duck wearing a harness. Pinky. Quick Nicholson. Okay. Oh, it's the Mighty Ducks. Brilliant. Changes into what? Just whatever he wants. All right. We need to continue this stream. This needs to continue. No Duck Tracy. No Duck Tracy. What is 539 again? What did I miss? I didn't miss anything. Look at that shirt. Look at the stream. I don't know if this surprises you, Wes, but I'm not here to fulfill all of your desires. You have to pay better for that. Don't pay better for that. Don't pay to get me to change my shirt. It's not happening. Set up expectation with the reward. Look, sorry, I cannot be the stripper you would desire me to be. I don't have a good stripper name at all. Yeah, double go east this week because I had to go to the office 2 days that I was streaming, unfortunately. But that's okay because I made myself laugh so hard that I cried, and that's always good. Well, you know, that's the thing. Eventually, Pavlov's dog, you ring the bell and you don't give it food. And you, my friend, are my Pavlov's dog. Start a stream, he expects to see a shirt. Did I laugh because of the sports thing? What sports thing? No, it was. I ignored your STL. ST. ST. I didn't ignore it. I kind of just got confused. ST. Oh, no, I'd already laughed about that. I already had my absolute glee out of that. Okay, I ignored your ST. Your street. Your ST in the stream. Huh? Oh no, Solburn's being clever again. I don't get it. ST in the... ST, not the... No, I laughed so hard because I was making a joke about murder being like cigarettes, and it's really hard to give them up. And then I said, I picked a bad day to give up murder, and that just it broke me. I needed that laugh. It was so good. And sometimes, you know, if you can make yourself laugh so hard that you cry, two things will happen. One, you'll be happy because you laughed so hard you cried. Two, other people will just generally be confused, and sometimes that happens. And people at work are going to be extra wary of me now. As far as I know, only one person I work with watches the stream occasionally. And quite frankly, if he wasn't worried already, then I don't know. No, he already knows. He's already aware. Redeemed Street. Raise quality of stream. Okay. Oh, in a rare quality. It's tea. Bad trombone. First, second, third. Yeah, that's kicked 3 times. It reminds me, we've got a book for Panda and I's engagement ceremony because it got made, and that was nice. But it was like the 22nd of December, and it was just like, and I laughed so hard when I read that. I was like, yes, it's the 22nd of December. It also has like the series of images of me that's the funniest, where I'm trying to understand what the photographer wants me to do. And so it's like, huh? What? And then I'm doing it and just like the most bemused, like, why am I doing this face? And I love that series of photos. Like, just absolute confusion, puzzled. Okay. It makes me so happy every time I look at those pictures. Und. Oh. Second. No? My spiders are lit up. Yeah. And your spiders lit up? I don't know how you do your spiders where you're from, but my spiders are lit the F up. Yo, we be lighting up spiders, yo. Man, it's been so long since I had a spider. Next time I go to a place that has a spider as a drink, I'm in on it. Keep in mind, a spider as a drink is just a float, I think. But this might be bad. Taking a lot of damage. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, it's a float. But not a root beer float, because we don't have root beer. I honestly don't know what root beer is. Can confirm your wife calls spiders floats. Your spider is... your spider is not Australian. Hang on, tries that again. Your wife is clearly not Australian then. Love spiders. But not the spiders. Wife is American. That makes sense. I thought that was stone. I was like, that's a small patch. Put root beer in a square cup and you get a regular beer. Well, Australian, she noped out of there. So you get like a soda slash fizzy drink slash soft drink, whatever you want to call it, and then you put ice cream on it. Or the answer is a spider. And so, like, the way the ice cream sort of melts into the fizzy drink, it kind of looks like a spider web, vaguely. That's not a spider. Well, that's what a float was, so absolutely a spider. You never got ice cream in a soda? That sounds horrible. Nah, man, it's good. It's good shit. Good shit. I mean, the only problem is it's generally a drink for children. Like, if you order a spider in a place, like with friends, they're just gonna look at you and be like, dude, what the hell are you doing? Like, I'm ordering the best drink in the house. Ice cream and Sprite is delicious. Why not put it in milk? It's wrong. No, you wouldn't put it in milk because the ice cream is important. Adds a bit of sweetness to your soda. But yeah, everyone's gonna mock you for like ordering the child drink at the bar, but at the same time, they're idiots because they don't have the best drink. So, you know, who's the real idiot? They are. We're just gonna deal with these guys real quick. We want to stop here? No, you know what? We don't stop here. You had a thought the other day how you can explain to someone how to move their arms like you can do that. What? I mean, it is weird how you just explain how, like, you know, watching my son grow up and just being like, how do you figure out how to use your limbs? Like, clearly, at the moment, his limb movement is pretty random. But at some point, you know, you obviously figure it out. And I feel like it's like, you know, those bits where, you know, you're seeing like an AI and someone's programmed an AI to have like boxes or something, and they're like, try and move it. Yeah, reinforcement learning, I guess. It's like, move this box, and the box is just sort of, and then over like 800 generations, they actually start to make some sort of movement pattern. I imagine it's like that, except, you know, you don't kill them after 30 seconds. And then hope the next generation does better. That's murder. And this stream, I've decided we are very anti-murder. Because I've given up murder this week. Odd that root beer isn't a thing here. I used to live in New Zealand, regularly found A and W in the international section of Countdown. Could do a photo, which is the same, but with coffee. Well, do that. I'm not personally going to do that. Yeah, I'm anti-murder. I'm pro-crime, but anti-murder. Okay? That's who I am. Yeah, no, I've just never really been interested in root beer. I don't know what's in it. Anti-mur. Anti-mur. Okay, you know what? We actually do need to do we do need to do a repair. Maybe just a repair for now. You don't need to do any more than a repair. Sarsaparilla? The hell is sarsaparilla? I don't even know what that is. Sarsaparilla? Maybe? I think I pronounced it wrong. Related to root beer. Okay, well, I'm not entirely sure what root beer is either. What I'm drinking. You think that's air you're breathing? It's just nitrogen mostly. In the air. The opposite of a square wine. Damn it. Sarsaparilla is made using a root plant, and root beer is made of the tree bark. The actual chemical that gives the flavor is almost the same. Okay, well, thank you for clearing that up. You use a root plant, so like potato. Sarsaparilla is just a potato soft drink. Like, I know not specifically potato, but let's just go with a potato. Potatoes are good. Maybe a surprise, but I'm a fan of a potato. I love when you come out of these and the legs just splay out like. Can we get to 60% today? That'd be good. Potato soft drink. That's just vodka, right? Probably, yeah. That would make sense. That's not soft. I mean, I suppose. You know, when Space Age comes out, I should do this again, except go to the top corner of the map. Just do a full-size map. That would be terrible. Go northeast. But the good news is I'd probably be able to move a bit faster. I think I'm still right to start off doing the train thing. I think the train thing still is good because it lets you get some distance while still being able to return home easily to pick up more technology. Build a full-width space platform. Oh god, no! I just realized what you meant with that. I only just realized that in Space Age you don't actually get out of the that it's like all using construction bots. Like you don't get out of your space platform, that you're like, no? Am I wrong? I thought you didn't get out of the space platform. No? Dude, so much for asking me to do that. Okay, never mind then. Okay, fine. We no longer discuss FFFs here because of Soulburn. No, we're not allowed to talk about the FFF anymore. No more talking about FFF for the rest of the stream. Alright then. Moving on then. Another topic of discussion, eh? Still looking for stone. Stone would be good to find. Selective punishment is... And how do things get built? But we're not discussing it. We're not discussing anything about Space Age. Selective punishment is banned by the Geneva Convention but protected by the New Zealand Constitution. Oh god, I really need to keep a record of what's actually in the New Zealand Constitution that you guys say is there. Because I'm learning a lot about the New Zealand Constitution. It's wonderful. I mean, would anyone? How far have I traveled so far? About 500,000 tiles. More than that, actually. 519,000 tiles. Okay, all jokes aside about the FFF. Okay, it's not done by bots, but it's not done by... You don't run around and place things. Am I right on that one, Soulburn? Like, you don't run around and place things. Okay, so it's done by bots. Problem solved. The platform builds itself. Exactly. You know what else builds itself? Bots. Same thing. Bots and placing themselves are the same thing. Is there an actual edge? There is at 1 million. It's just like, it's nanobots. Just because you can't see the bots doesn't mean they're not there. Sure. But just because you can't see the bots, they're not there. Are you denying the existence of nanobots? And how does the platform build it? Please explain. How does the platform build it? Nanobots. Bots. That's what I meant. Nanobots. Tiny bots. You could like go, if you found a bot, you could be like, whoop, ow, and you could just eat the bot. It's okay to eat robots. It's not a crime. It's not cannibalism. Hey, Maholic. How you doing? You have not walked into the weirdest conversation today in the stream. Playing more Starfield. How's that going for you? I was lurking the other day, watching you shoot people in the face. which, you know, I'm a little concerned. As your therapist, I think you should stop shooting people in the face, because it hurts them. Starfield will eventually be good. Yeah, I'm sure it will be. But thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everyone. For those who do not know, I am SeiferKatt, and we are playing Factorio in a strange way. We are trying to reach the very edge of the map. And it will be available eventually. We're about halfway there after many, many, many hours of... Hang on, what's my slash time on this? 2 days, 21 hours. God damn it. God damn it. So yeah, I've been playing this too long. But we'll probably be finished soonish. Who's my therapist? I clearly need one. You mean me? I don't have one. Why would I need a therapist? I don't think I mean, maybe. But I think I'm mostly okay. Seifer is your daddy. Look, for the right price, I could be your daddy, Maholic. I'm not comfortable with that. Apologize. Anyway, talk after the stream. Not sure you can afford that. Oh, you can afford it. You don't need both your lungs. And I could always use a fifth lung. Oh, just get all that air going through me. So does that daddy thing involve time travel? It's not like an actual daddydom. Daddydom. Ooh. Gotta get away from that one. It's more of a metaphorical daddy, you know. Metaphorical daddy is a name of something, but I don't know what it is. Seif looks authentic tonight with the jumper. I know, right? I quite like this jumper. This is another gift that Panda bought for me. Good morning, Sephinated. Speaking of daddies. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't really deal with this shit. Alright, daddy's a state of mind. That is true. That is true. Jumper, everybody. Okay. Well, see, I wouldn't really call it a jumper, because a jumper to me is made of, like, not this. This is a jersey. You know, but we're doing what the shirt now, because we're not really going to do what the shirt, we're going to do what the jersey. Take it off. I mean, you gotta pay something for me to take it off. Come on, man. But I mean, today's shirt is not particularly interesting. It's just a jersey. Got a cool pattern. It's very daddy-like, I suppose.
Thanks for your support.
Eh.
Thanks for your support.
Done, that's what you get. Thankfully, my polo shirt was tucked into my pants. I was wondering halfway through if that was the case. Anyway. Take the shirt off too. No, you have to go for a different stream on that one. There's a different stream where I do that. Guys, stop, please. Stripes against the law. Okay, let's go back to Factorio. We don't need this. We don't need this shit. Not sure if this is allowed on Twitch. It's fine. It's fine. See, you don't know it, but I'm actually standing in a paddling pool, so it's totally within terms and conditions. Yeah, I'm standing in a paddling pool. This is appropriate beach. Is appropriate for where I am. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, sorry. Thank you for the kibble kick. Thank you for the kibble soulburn. Thank you for the 50 kibble Seth. Really appreciate it. I didn't do the fanfare music. What did you want? But you, I don't know if you realize this, but I'm not a musician. Anyway, Soulburn, you need to be top cat. Thank you for the kibble. Oh, I didn't. You're right. Holy shit! I didn't do the fanfare music. You're right.
Thank you!
Oh no, it's gonna be like a do 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 do. What the jersey? But now it's not a jersey. Now it's a polo shirt. So do 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 do. What the polo shirt? Ow! You're right, Wes. You're right. I didn't do it. Weston, thank you so much for the gift sub. Really appreciate it. And because subs are subs. Daddy cat. Jesus, what is wrong with me? We need to increase the price of thing. We're being shot at right now. That's bad news. I got to increase the price of Top Cat so that way no one gets it quite as easily as Soulburn does. Makes him slightly harder to be toppled. Okay, moving on. Goodness gracious. Now you have 420 bits. Nice. What you need to get onto. Well. Seif, how was your stream today? Says Panda. Good. Oh, really? Yeah, I made 52 cents. How did you make 52 cents? Oh, you know, I just took clothes off. I mean, it's technically what happened. It may be the truth, but it's not a comfortable truth. For any of us. Speaking of, how's the family doing? The family is doing pretty well. Okay has learned how to hold a rattle, but he hasn't figured out that by moving his hand while he's holding the rattle, he makes the shaking sound happen. So he holds it with his hands, like full clench, like it's a round sort of rattle. And he holds it, and then he's just like, and he moves his hand, and it shakes. It makes like sound. He's like, and then he's sad again because the shaking sound stopped, and he's like, oh, I like the shaking sound, and he hasn't figured out that by shaking his hand will make the shaking continue. But one day he'll figure that out, and then he'll just be shaking it constantly. Which, you know, I respect that, because who doesn't like the sound of a good rattle? So he's learning, though. He's figured out how to hold things. And you know what? Speaking of Panda, she also knows how to hold things. So, you know, but it's not as impressive as when, like, she holds, like, a spoon. We don't go, wow! We're just like, all right. Good job, Panda. You're holding a spoon. Like, wow, really impressive. And I think I haven't been, you know, saying how impressive that is. I think I've been kind of a dick about that now that I really think about it. I think I got to address that. When I'm done with the stream, I'll say, by the way, Panda, and she'll be like, yeah. After, of course, saying that I made 52 cents by taking my clothes off. I'll be like, Panda, and you'll be like, yeah, and I'll be like, good job being able to hold a spoon. Like, thanks. Is this a thing? Your little girl has started to clap herself when she does something that she thinks is impressive. Kick, that is adorable. Please tell me the least impressive thing she's clapped at. Because that sounds amazing. Your daughter is like 6 months, right? Walking over the dog food to eat. 10 months, okay. Walking over the dog food to eat it. Yeah, that's impressive. Good job. You achieved that. You have eaten the dog food, or at least attempted to. I can't imagine you just went, go on, eat the dog food. That's probably a thing that I like to call bad parenting. Ah, that's funny. So impressed with themselves. I'd really like to find some more stone so we can get a little bit of a mining sesh going. But I'm not finding any stone, so it's kind of sad. She's got some in her mouth. I mean, some happens, right? A child doing some of a bad thing is going to happen. There's only so much you can do about that. But continued is the difference between good parenting and bad parenting. You know, kid puts like dog food in their mouth. Look, you can't be everywhere at once. Kid eats entire bowl of dog food. Maybe you should have at least been there for part of that. So I think that's fine. Pray they try it once and never again. Exactly. Once is probably fine. Like, kids are gonna do dumb stuff. She loves to. Oh, try again. Oh. Okay, we're coming up to another coal mine, which is wonderful. You have to cover up the dog food, otherwise she finds it. Is the dog able to find the dog food, though? That's the problem. The dog can't find the dog food, then you've got a serious problem. Maybe she just likes the attention. You know? I guarantee when she goes for the dog food, you pay her full attention. If it fits in her mouth, she likes it. Dog toes included. I mean... yeah, alright. That was one of those moments where I'm like, you know what, I could see where this sentence could go, and we're not going there. Just straight up refuse. We're going to be better than that for a change. Okay, so there's not really a lot of stone, but we do need to recharge the battery, so we might as well. Okay. I didn't see any. It was a rare case where I remembered the quote system existed. Quite frankly, I'm appalled. Wait, no, stop. That's the... Okay. So while that generates a bit of stone for us, I think power's going down right now. Yeah, it is. Wonderful. Well, it's fine. I'm confused why not all the robots... I think we might have like some robots that are stuck somewhere. I'm not going to find them by doing that. That's ridiculous. See, we're at almost a 50%. You are incorrect, my good sir. We're at 53%. That's the 53% dance. Wait until you see this 54% dance. You won't believe it. It's pretty much the same dance. So we're just letting the batteries charge up for a little bit, and while they do that, we're just going to make a bit of landfill. Not a lot, because as usual, we've done it during the night time. But that's okay. So we sleep at night. I'll change the title to just sleeping. Can I just say, and I think no one's going to disagree with me here, Can we get 100% of the 100% dance? No, because I'm still wearing pants. What I was going to say is, can I just say it's really weird for people who stream themselves sleeping? Like, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. Is it weird? Is it weird to stream yourself sleeping, or weirder to like watch someone stream while they're sleeping? Like, what are you hoping happens? You're not going to be entertained. They're just sleeping. I mean, are you hoping there's a wardrobe malfunction? I don't know. I don't understand people at all some days. Depends on the sound alert redeems. Oh, yeah, that's true. You want to scare the shit out of them while they wake up. Hey, Argath. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to my little mining facility while we mine some stone. It's not super exciting. Hello, Argath. It's good to see you. Welcome. Come to the thank you, Veldek. I was about to get onto it. You've been doing Factorio. I believe you've been doing C block. I come in every now and then, see how you're doing. I see the block continues to see. Whatever. I think I was trying to be clever there, and I think I failed. Anyway, that should be... Let's get rid of that wood. C block. That's alright. How you doing in C block? You still having fun with it? That's the main thing, I think. If you're not having fun in C block, then that's bad. But if you're having fun, then that's good. I think I failed. Mess of trying to get a blue belt with materials running everywhere. I mean, that's fair. Okay. Oh no, we don't want that wood. I do not want that wood. Okay, off we go. We didn't really make a lot of landfill, but we made some. I mean, I love C block. You guys know that. I harp on and on about C block. I think it is just such a fun mod. I hope that it doesn't change too much with Space Age. Like, I don't... Like, part of me wanted to be like, oh, I hope we get different planets. But I thought about it a bit more. I mean, actually, I don't really want that. You still never played it? It is difficult. Not difficult. It is long. It is tiresome, shall we say. Working on 45 per second of the 6 initial chunk ores. You're having a problem with the loop losing sulfur. Well, I mean, you should be able to get like pretty good sulfur loops now that can just work out of nothing. Like out of limestone, maybe. I found limestone filters are pretty good. I think they made puffers a little bit more required. So, I mean, you could also go sulfuric acid puffers. Because if you've gone to ceramic filters, then yeah, you do. You do start to have problems with... Sorry, I'm just going to start coughing for no reason now. Bear with me for a moment. Oh, that was better. Yeah, so ceramic filters do take up a lot more sulfur, or if you're just melting down geodes. But generally... Yeah. I think I would rather stop using the charcoal filters and go into like a sulfuric acid loop rather than having to worry about all the sulfuric wastewater. I guess you're always going to have to use some sulfuric wastewater, and you're still going to have to get it out of there. I'm really still trying to think how best to conserve things, and I think using less charcoal will make my life easier. I think in C block I need to make another batch of beans before I can go into uranium power. Just to make sure I have the power to go to the next step. which is fine. Let's go to the other hand. Charcoal filters are sulfur positive and ceramic filters are sulfur negative. That is true. But also, if you're going filters of melting down geodes directly, there's a few of those that are sulfur negative as well. I don't know if there's a positive one, but some are more negative than others. Does it change the amount of water you get, mineralized water you get? I hope it doesn't. I haven't really looked into it. Going over this little patch of water. So I'm looking across this river, and it's reminding me of. Did you guys ever play? It was like an old SSI game called Steel Panthers. I don't know if you guys ever played it. I'm bringing it up anyway because I want to talk about Steel Panthers for a little bit. So Steel Panthers was a World War II war game. Well, Steel Panthers 2 was like a sort of 70s to 90s war, well, 60s to 90s war game. Where basically you controlled a force that you bought out of points, and then you would fulfill missions. Seifer is a tank specialist. I am something of a tank specialist myself, that is true. Wasn't Steel Panther an 80s hair metal band? You know what, it was, but I think Steel Panthers was referring to tanks. But anyway, me and my father used to play this game a lot. And we would roll dice to decide what sides we were playing, and then we'd roll dice to like who's attacking, who's defending, whatever. And it was like a turn-based thing. Okay, enjoy your pie, go get a good pie cake. And so one time my dad is attacking, and he's attacking over a river, and I'm like, sweet, this is gonna be good shit, because if he's attacking over a river, that means when he's going over the river he can't fight. And so you just get a few good shots, and it's like all turn-based. So when your opponent's having the turn, it was like hot seat, so we'd walk away from the screen, so we couldn't see the screen, but we could still hear things. So you hear the rumbling of tanks and fire and that sort of thing. You'd be like, oh shit, here we go. Wait, it's your birthday? Oh, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, my dude. We sing happy birthday for SeiferKatt? When you come back, SeiferKatt, remind me, I'll sing you happy birthday. You are allowed to go. Anyway, continuing the story. Getting old, we're all getting old. So I'm defending this river, and I'm like, yes, this is good. And so I set up all my units, and all my units are like it's just like bunkers and anti-tanks and just a shit ton of just anti-armor just facing this river. This is going to be some good shit. He is going to get destroyed. So my turn starts. All my units are facing the river, and I pass the turn. They're all ready to fire. All opportunity shots, all ready. You know that bit in XCOM where like someone takes a move and everyone just takes a shot at them and kills it? I'm ready. My dad takes computer, and I don't hear. I hear. And I'm like, helicopters. So I had no anti-air across that entire river. And he didn't take any tanks. It was all infantry. And they all fly over the goddamn river. Everyone is facing the wrong direction now, and all the objectives are completely unprotected. And I can't get back in time because, well, first off, bunkers don't move, and the tanks aren't as fast as a gosh darn helicopter. So, yeah, just a bunch of helicopters just fly behind me. It must be Steel Panthers 2, because Steel Panthers 1, you know, helicopters weren't common in World War II, I suppose. But yeah, just a bunch of helicopters just took over and just destroyed me. It was actually like the least devastating game we had. Because usually there was a lot of tank combat and a lot of explosions, and you hear boom, ching, boom, and you're like, ah, there's no way in hell that's good. Father-son time was brutal at my house. Oh, of course it was. There was a lot of Steel Panthers and Heroes of Might and Magic. And, you know, a lot of hot seat because we only had one computer at that time. Boom, ching, boom, boom, ching, boom, ching, boom, boom, ching. That's the sound of tank combat. But yeah, so I lost that game. I lost most games, to be honest, which is fine. Yeah, it's probably why I'm okay with losing these days, because I lost a lot against my father. One time, though, he did this thing. So when I was little, I was probably like 5 to 7 or something like that. You lost the game? Oh, I lost the game. When I was like 5 to 7 or something, we used to play like a battleships game on the PC, on the computer. The PC, it was an Amiga. And my dad said, oh, you know, to make the game faster, you're not allowed to place any of the ships on the sides. Right? And that was fine. We did that for ages. Not a problem. Because it made the game faster. And so when whoever lost the game would be able to play with the next person. So my sister would take over or I would take over. And, you know, we'd go backwards and forwards and everyone had a fun time. And we stopped playing that game when my dad decided to put all his ships on the sides. So obviously, every single shot was missing. Because we never considered the fact that Dad would not put them on the side. They put them all on the side, and at the end of the game, when it's like, oh, here's where the enemy ships were, here's why how close you were, and it's like all his ships are on the side. It's just like, well, that's clearly cheating. Um, so that happened. That's the sound of tank combat. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. I still don't. But it's funny. It's funny in retrospect. At the time, I probably wasn't happy. But in fact, I even know at the start of the time I wasn't. Boom, ching, boom, boom, ching, boom, ching, boom, boom, ching. That's the sound of tank combat. Thank you, Selburn. Good clip. And if you're wondering why it was boom, boom, ching and not boom, boom, ching, ching, it's because the first or second shot missed. And so it didn't hit the armor. Obviously. Hold D stream. I mean, I got a few hold D streams. Anyway, subscribe to my OnlyFans. One of these days, someone's going to make an OnlyFans account called SeiferKatt. People are going to think it's me. And it's not. It's not me. Because I'm not doing that. If you ever see an OnlyFans account that's under the name SeiferKatt, I guarantee it's not me. I go by a different name on OnlyFans, thank you very much. Now, keep your communities separated. Don't need that. Reminds me, like, what makes you think someone hasn't done that yet? I mean, I'll be honest, I've never looked at OnlyFans. I'm pretty sure I'm not nearly the size that I need to be for that. That's D for dog. Thank you very much. I mean, if they have, you know, that's fine. You know, I'm not even going to ask commission for that because, I mean, it's your body. You do what you want. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I mean, I've never looked at OnlyFans, so I don't know. Maybe there is. Maybe someone has done that. I'm not gonna. It's one thing to Google yourself. It's another thing to OnlyFans yourself. My landfill status isn't great. It's fine. I've got like another like 6 to 5,000 on here. You Google yourself in the office. Okay. Have you misunderstood what Googling means? Googling yourself means? Isn't that that's like a Parks and Rec joke? I think I haven't seen Parks and Rec. It's 30 Rock. Ah, okay. Oh, Parks and Rec is I googled your symptoms and it says you may have internet connectivity issues. Which is also very, very good. Speaking of Chris Pratt, which is always an interesting thing, there's a Googling yourself reference in one of the early seasons of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Okay, we're going to come back to that in a second. Improv life. Speaking of Chris Pratt, was the Mario movie, was he good in the Mario movie or was he just sort of average? I haven't seen it yet, so I'm just curious. I know someone would have seen it. Apparently, yes. Okay. Chris Pratt's interesting. I think as an actor, I quite like seeing him. But then you see sort of a little bit about who he is, and I'm like, I'm not as impressed. Then again, doesn't matter. I don't know. He's in too many things. I mean, he's the Nolan North of actors, isn't he? Googling yourself reference in one of the earlier seasons of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Interesting. I do. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is a show that I kind of want to watch one day. Like, I watched the first, like, 4 seasons, and I enjoyed it. Like, me and my sister used to watch it. And we just sort of... Then I think she moved out. She went to university. And then... Wait, you don't know who Nolan North is? Okay, fine. He's the Troy Baker of actors. He's the Tara Strong of actors. No, no one's the Tara Strong of actors. Tara Strong is... Yeah, Tara is strong. But not quite what I said. Chris Pratt's very good at improv lines. How do I know? How could he not be? He's got an underscore in his name. That used to be an I, and he pushed it over. He used to be Taurai. Taurai? And he pushed it over. That's how strong he is. He pushed over a digital letter. Comeback was improv. Yeah, Comeback was improv, but Comeback I think also didn't get into the show. Because that line's filthy. It's like, did you ever see the clip of Robin Williams, R.I.P. forever, doing like a bit in Sesame Street? Like Robin Williams, amazing improv. It did make it into the show? Oh. But Robin Williams doing like improv with like a stick and being like, oh, all these things can be done with a stick, like, you know, imagination. And because Robin Williams is just like improving things, he says a couple of things. He's like, oh, you can use a pole, you can dance around it. And everyone sort of laughs. He goes, we can't use that. And it's just like the moment where he realizes, oh, this isn't like one of my shows. We can't make a pole dancing joke in Sesame Street. Is it too late to change our minds and go west? It is well too late to go west now. It is far, far, far too late to go west. After I go all the way east, I'll walk all the way back west. The pole spins, not the dancer. You know what? I've heard that. That makes me sad. Go west. Or some west. Yeah. A good improv is always fun. Go high. Yeah, I'll go to the very top of the map, shall I? Yeah, here we go. Going to the very top of the map. God, I'm so bored. I can't be bothered anymore. Oh, we'll see it through. Hey! We did it! Do you mean in the Z direction? Ugh. I mean, if we built a rocket at the edge of the map, okay, you know how you can put a car in the rocket silo and then get into it? If we built all the way to the top corner of the map, I brought a rocket silo. I did not. I'd have to make one. Wouldn't take long to build a rocket silo. What's a rocket silo anyway? Eh, wouldn't take that long. Yeah, no, I'd have to craft everything there. Well, we're going back. Going back to get some rocket parts. There is no way in hell I'm going back. The only way I'm going back is if I die, only temporarily, because then I'm loading an autosave. Oh yeah. You know what? I have one request for Space Age. Can we have a little bit more music? I like the music in Factorio, but a little bit more would be nice. Just a little bit more. I don't even want a lot more. Maybe like an hour more music, maybe half an hour of music. That'd be nice. Yeah, new music in Space Age, please. Just a little bit. Just a little bit for Daddy Seif. Just for me. I mean, it'd be nice, right? Just a little bit more? Just a tiny bit more? Come on, just a, you know I'm good for it. I know there's mods that add more music into the game, but at the same time, it's just like, are those gonna get pinged for like copyright usage? They just put like Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal in here. You know that'll go well. Why Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal? I don't know. It was the first song that I thought of. Know if they're the correct CC. Huh? Why would they be a corn chip? Oh, yeah, sure. I just don't trust Creative Commons licenses anymore. Like, a license means nothing when they can change it. I don't know. The whole thing with, like, Wizard of the Coast and, like, Unity makes me go, like, what does it matter with a license? They'll just change their minds and then it'll be like, oh, well, never mind. Admittedly, both those things got rolled back, but still. The idea is they can't change it, and yet they do. This is not Creative Commons. Okay. I'll wait until Creative Commons changes everything. Rules are made to be broken, Solburn. By that I mean they're not supposed to be, but people will break them anyway because people suck. I shouldn't have done this. Either way, maybe it is. I still would prefer not to use things that weren't official in the game, because it could be one of those things like, yeah, 19 of these tracks are Creative Commons. Oh, but one of them wasn't quite Creative Commons. Someone said it was, but they didn't actually make it. You know, it's like when people were making like, what's it called? All those dumb things, like the Bored Apes, what were they called? Oh my god, I've forgotten what they're called. I'm so happy. Those things called. People were using people's art for them. Oh my god, I feel so happy I've forgotten what they're called. One day I'll forget what Bitcoin is called, but that hasn't happened today. Like the oof sound from Roblox, exactly. NFTs! Yes. Oh, you mean the oof sound made by Tommy Tallarico. Solely made by Tommy Tallarico with his 9 Guinness Book World Records. Yeah, we'll absolutely mint some NFTs. We're not minting any NFTs, I'm sorry, Maholic. I can't even spell NFT, let alone mint them. I wouldn't know the first thing about minting them. Someone else can mint them for me. I mean, they could do that already. I literally can't stop them. Off you go. Mint your SeiferKatt hot tub cats. They don't do that, but at the same time, kinda. I kinda want to see that happen because it's hilarious and stupid, but don't. 55%, okay. 45% to go. Put them on the open sea. Then they'll drown. They can't swim, Maholic. They can't swim. Non-floating tokens. If I was to mint an NFT, would it be peppermint, spearmint, or another type of mint? Okay, good question. Good question. I'd be peppermint, unless I could get like a strawberry mint, because I do like, you know those berry mints you can buy, the ones that come in the little tin. Oh, I go nuts for those. I go so crazy for them. They so tasty. They're so tasty. But you know, if it has to be like a type of mint, then strawberry eclipse mints. That's the one. Yes. God, I love those. See, I have a rule, right? And this is always the part where I sound unhinged, but we're going to move on with this. So the rule is some colors are more flavorful than others, right? So for instance, red is a very good flavor. If something is red or purple, you know that's a good flavor. Green is a dubious flavor, right? Something's green, be cautious. Might not be a good taste. Yellow is usually a sour flavor. Red is the Gatorade is the best Gatorade. Of course it is. It's red. Blue is another curious flavor. Sometimes blue is good, but usually blue is kind of yeah. Good cupcakes at work. They were mint flavored. You know what? And that I think is where I go wrong with green because green is mint, and well see the best mint is mint chocolate, which is not green. It's green brown. And obviously you got to be careful with brown food as well, because it might not be food. Green is apple. Red is apple. Oh no, green is apple, you're right. Steak is brown. Yeah, no, green is apple. Okay, maybe green's a okay flavor. I guess green is mint. Green is apple. Green is... What else is green? That might be it. Green is also like lime, yes. Yellow is banana, pineapple, or sour. That's true. Purple is grape. Purple is a good flavor. I think purple is always a good flavor. Orange is a dubious flavor. I'd be careful. Like, I don't think you ever go wrong with purple or red. Purple or red, you have a good time with. If it's red, go to bed. If it's purple, it's good. Black is no. Black is the color you. Black is the color of candy you avoid under all circumstances. Did you hear that sound where Steve realized what he was about to say and remembered the quote system existed? Black is licorice. Exactly. Stay the hell away from licorice. Some of us like that weird Nordic salty licorice. What? Don't understand you, Splee. Don't understand. How would you enjoy that? I just don't like licorice. It's just, you know, sometimes it's weird. Like, you go with something that's like a good version of it. You're happy with your black strap. I'm also happy with your black strap, Fraser. Sometimes, like licorice, there's two types of licorice you can get. You can get like the cheap sort of licorice that comes in like the bag, like paper bags of candy. And then you also get like the licorice that comes in like, ooh, artisanal licorice made by the Irish licoriceers. Licoriceers? Yeah. And they're both bad in different ways. You know, one of them is bad and the other one is just atrocious. There's like a candy called licorice all sorts. I don't want those. I want the all sorts. I don't want the... What I used to do, so licorice all sorts is like candy, licorice, candy, licorice, candy, licorice. Like it's a little square thing and it's like layers of licorice and layers of candy. But the candy can be peeled off the licorice. So what I used to do when I was younger is I would peel the candy pieces off and then I'd put the licorice to the side and then there's candy piece, peel that off. Licorice, candy piece, and then I'd just have like small piles of licorice, and then I'd give them to Mum. I feel like I don't think Mum liked licorice that much, but she wasn't going to waste food. What's the Scandinavian salty things? Ocean, licorice godly, God is evil. Well, I don't know about that, but what about licorice gummies with the sprinkles on them? No. No, anything licorice is just bad. Okay. No, licorice is not my basis for licorice. Licorice all sorts is not my basis for licorice. I'm just saying, like, that's the cheap licorice, right? And that's bad. And you also get your aniseed jelly beans, also bad. Okay, so that's the cheap ones out of the way. And then you get your artisanal licorice that comes in a paper bag and is called, like, Mr. Rumble Tom's finest grade licorice from France. You're like, oh, Mr. Frumbletosh, what have you got for me? I'm usually not a fan of licorice, but this is... You know, oh, this is bad too. Frumbletosh, you've done it again. Oh, I see, you couldn't have an empire, so you had to kill people with licorice. I don't know why he's from France. He should be from Britain with a name like Lord Frumbletosh. But still. Light jelly beans are good. They're not. That's okay. You're allowed to have an opinion differing from mine. Ugh. I mean, what next phrase? Are you going to say the Turkish Delights in the box of Cadbury Favorites is good? You know what? While I'm saying controversial things, the store was empty so you can move fast to the cakes. Nice! What sort of cake did you get? Also, Sefinated. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sefinated. Happy birthday to you. There you go. You got your happy birthday. Not Turkish Delight, but you like them. Okay. Strawberry with cream. Nice. I'm more of a Black Forest kind of guy. Marzipan. Marzipan's okay, I guess. Okay, so in the Cadbury favorites, I really like cherry ripe, and that is another one of the flavors that people do not like. Like Turkish delights and cherry ripes are the ones that people go, oh, I'll have my Cadbury's Dairy Milk, I'll have my flake, I'll have my whatever, and then they leave the cherry ripes and Turkish delights, and then I come in for the cherry ripes, and I'm like, yoink, and then they say about forests, once you go black, you can never go back. I've heard that. I've heard that about black forests. A marzipan. Marzipan? I almost have a run at that. I feel like the loss of Flash has really harmed that one. I know they're trying to do like the YouTube thing, but you know what? Okay, I'll rephrase it. I don't think it's the loss of Flash that's harmed that. I think it's the lack of being younger. Yeah, I'm the friend everyone wants because you like the ones that know. Turkish delights are shit. So I don't like the Turkish delights. I'm the friend that everyone wants because I like the ones that no one else does. No, I'm the friend that no one wants because it's just a weird bastard just sitting around. Yeah, by the way, guys, if you're not watching Sefinated, you should absolutely give him a follow. I'm not saying this because it's his birthday. I'm saying it because he's actually a genuinely good dude. He plays things like, he's playing a lot of Baldur's Gate at the moment, which sadly I can't watch because I really want to play it myself. But his stream is really good, so you should check that out. He plays Phasmophobia, which I don't understand, but he does get scared, and that makes me happy. Is it because I'm a bad friend? Pretty much. But, you know, he's also played a bit of Factorio. He also used to play a lot of RimWorld. And I'm hoping when RimWorld expansion comes out, whenever that is, he gets back to that because I love watching him play RimWorld. Like, he's good at it. He's better than me at it. Mostly because he's not trying to do really dumb shit like trying to eat everyone that enters his borders. But maybe try that. But chat tells otherwise. What? Your chat? The general rule of chat is chat's always supposed to like rib on the streamer. I get that. I mean, I remember when you saved my life, so I gotta say you're good. I mean, yes, you trapped me inside a mountain, but you still saved my life. For that, I will never forget. There's always one person gets kidnapped. I mean, look, if you ever put it in a situation in playing RimWorld that you can get a character named after the like your viewers, you know bad things are going to happen to that person. It's like, whoops, they got their junk ripped off by a robot. Was I trapped inside a nice mountain? I think what happened is I was near a mountain and then a bunch of drop pods came down which collapsed the side of the mountain and I was just stuck in like this tiny little one tile thing. So I was safe from the robots. So was this classic Seif cowardice? I just realized that was maybe not being saved. That was just cowardice on my part. A++ would do it again. I mean, it was a nice enough mountain. And CF builds things out of stone so they don't burn as well. But yeah. Point is, follow Sefinated. He's a good dude. I stayed alive where I was. Yeah, I mean, if everyone else died, then you could just start a new colony with me. It's like that bit in War of the Worlds with the artilleryman. It's just a handful of men. We'll start all over again. The digging and the thinking. It's the thinking that's the hard part. Ah. Again, if you haven't heard the War of the Worlds musical, it's like so good. It's so good. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. You know what? I think now that I think about it, it's probably why I love music with synth in it. Because of that. When I was little, I could never listen past like the first, like my dad had it on record, and I could never listen past like the first side because I got bored. But you know, that's because I was a child. But nowadays, it's hickin' rad. I'm really sad they did like a full orchestra version, like the full orchestra thing in Auckland for War of the Worlds, and I should have gone see it. There was like laser show and stuff, and I didn't see it because I was shy, and I'm so upset with myself. I would have loved it. A friend saw it and he said it was cool, and he's like, "Why didn't you come?" And I was like, "I don't know, I didn't, well, should have seen it." Chances of anything coming to Earth. No, the chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1. Oh, but still they come. Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. So good. So flippin' good. If you've got time today and you do not know what I'm talking about, open it up. You had that on tape as a kid, scared the poop out of me? Yeah, fair enough. I mean, spoilers. It's literally the first song. It's literally the first song. What, you thought War of the Worlds was... What did you think War of the Worlds was going to have? Boy, this War of the Worlds is very peaceful. You've not seen it yet and it's ruined. Well, my recommendation is don't see it. Because if you're going to pick it up, you'll probably pick up the Tom Cruise version. And that's not a good version. Let me just say, that's not a good version. Um, but musical, good shit. War of the Worlds. It's actually about Earth and Mars just communicating peacefully. It's like the title is satire. Isn't War of the Worlds the tripod movie? It is the tripod book, yes. Also, there is a movie. There is at least 2 movies based on it. One of which was Tom Cruise movie, and it was bad. No. Tripods is absolutely the Martian walkers is their thing, with their dreaded heat rays, and definitely no cross pollination of any kind. Oh, very. Oh, oh, oh. Absolutely right. Anyway, if you haven't listened to War of the Worlds, absolutely worth your time to just chuck it on today. You know, you're doing some work, chuck it on. A lot of synth music. Enjoy Thunderchild. I know I did. Not a great movie. Yeah, it's because terrible. The book is pretty good. I don't remember much about the book aside from the fact that like a man appeared disheveled and he didn't have his hat. And I like that. No, a man appeared disheveled, comma, he had no hat. And I'm just like, that's brilliant. How do I make the spiders follow me? I'll get into a safe place and I'll show you. Actually really simple. So what I'll do is I'll connect this to a Spidertron. I'll just connect to this one. Okay, so with the Spidertron, you note that when you mouse over it, it has like when and cursor, send to Spidertron, shift click to cue a move command, control left click, follow the selected entity. So I would connect the Spidertron to the remote, and then I put the Spidertron control click to like either the leading one or one of the ones following. And so that way they all follow. So each one of these has had like a remote that connected, dragged it to, like connects it to another one, then the remote disconnects and connects to the next one. You can control click on the player as well. I didn't know you could follow the player. Really? Trains I knew. Player I did not. That's cool. Yeah, it's really neat when you have a lot of spiders. Make them follow a bot. Do they follow when the player is inside another Spidertron? Not sure, to be honest. Only one way to know that for sure. If I recall correctly, yes. You know, let's find out. Okay. He's following me now. Yes. Cool. That's neat. I didn't know that. There we go. We're all learning something today, Todor. You ever build a spider following you? Like in game or in real life? Where Soulburn walks, there's just like a 40-foot tall spider following him. Soulburn's just like, at least you know if he's at work that day. You come into work and there's just the spiders just looming outside. You're like, oh, Soulburn's in the office. Nice. It's ice cream and soda? Hell yeah, you got yourself a spider, boy. Ice cream and soda, is it good? Yeah, man. So good. So you get some so my suggestion is like you get some vanilla ice cream. Okay, and then you get like people use Sprite or Coke. I personally like Fanta because I'm a Fanta man. I think it's fantastic. And then so you pour that in a glass, and then you put like a dollop of ice cream on the drink, and then you have a straw. And so you can have a little bit of ice cream with the straw, and push it in, and it's just yeah. You don't want to go a full scoop. I think a dollop is good. Vanilla Coke is best. Okay. It's interesting because I look like Australia with all these spiders. Yeah, everything's trying to kill me too. So that's also Australia. Classic Australia. Is it like cream soda? No, no, it's nothing like cream soda. It's hard to explain. It's like a milky soda, but it's not milk soda because it's like sweet. Now you feel like you have to try this. I mean, can someone who is a New Zealander or Australian post what we're talking about with a spider? Hang on, I'll find something. Hang on. Do spider drink. Fruit syrup spiders. Oh, Pink Panther is a... Oh, I didn't know that. I'm not really finding anything. Yeah, you need to use a big glass. I forgot that it fizzes up. Yeah, you have to have a big glass. Pretty nice. I like it a lot. And a straw is good. A straw is good. A spoon is also good. And you don't want to mix it like entirely, just a little mixing. And sometimes you want to push the ice cream in a bit just to make it fizz a little bit more. The whole thing is just an experience, really. The cat is fine too. I've always heard about the fineness of a cat. I would just agree that a cat is fine. And that's respectable. It's respectable to find a cat fine. It is not respectable to find a cat. Ice cream first, then top with soda. Really? Is that how? Okay. You know what, Fraser? I would trust you more on how you say to make it than I would. Because I actually have never made one before. For some reason. I've never made one, but I've bought them before. I wouldn't go to a bar and order one. Because if I ever go to a bar with friends, which has not happened in like 10 years. But my order at a bar is different. Because I want the sweetest alcoholic drink possible. And I order very specifically, and a good bartender will always make exactly what I want. A bad bartender will be confused. So for those who are not aware of what my drink at a bar is, I go up to the bar and I say, all right, so I don't know what I want. They go, okay, but the scenario is, imagine I am a 16-year-old girl and I'm going to have my first alcoholic drink. What would you, like with her parents obviously, what would you give her? And they go, yeah, you don't say them with your parents, their parents obviously, but you just go, 16-year-old girl, first drink, what do you give her? And they go, yeah, I know the drink to make you. And then they give me something which is like usually fruity colored, like pink, maybe purple, which as I said, that's good. It has with an umbrella and two tiny straws. And I'm like, I don't know what this is, but I'm happy with what I've received. And then the bartender comes by later and they're like, how was it? I'm like, it's exactly what I wanted. It's sweet, it's got a little bit of a kick to it, but not too much. Because I'm not a drinker, I don't drink. I just want something that's sweet. I want a little bit of a kick. Not much, just a little kick. And it has its kick to it, yeah. You just go with the, just give me a drink that you'd give a 16-year-old girl having her first drink. And they go, gotcha. And a good bartender goes, I know exactly what to give you. A bad bartender goes, what are you talking about? And I'm like, you know what? I'm done talking to you. Clearly do not understand 16-year-old girls, my dude. Which, reckon I'd like a blue lagoon. Would a 16-year-old girl like this? That's my criteria for a drink. Would a 16-year-old girl? God, that sounds bad. I just heard what I said in my head. I mean, she's ordering it for herself in my head, so, I mean, no one orders a pre-spiked drink. At events, you ask something happy and colorful. Yeah, see, I just sort of say, look, I don't want something high alcohol. I just want something that's sweet and tasty. It's Sprite, orange flavored blue. Sorry, orange. It's orange flavored what? It's orange flavored blue. So, so it's blue that is orange flavored. I'm so confused. And vodka. Okay. Hello, sir. One spiked drink, please. Okay, it's orange flavored blue. Gotcha. Sorry, that confused me, but that's exactly what it is. It's a blue flavored orange. No. Orange flavored blue. No, you were correct the first time. Okay. I want a drink for a 16-year-old girl with the roofies or not. No, please no. Orange flavored blue. Gotcha. No, I got it. I got it. It's not a blue flavored orange. It's an orange flavored blue. I understand. Um, better than a blue flavored orange. Yeah, you don't want a blue flavored orange. You've messed up if you get a blue flavored orange. I helped my Uncle Jack off a horse. I helped my Uncle Jack off a horse. Yep. Classic. Um, First time you got drunk was on vodka and orange juice. I mean, that's a screwdriver. And I'm fond of a screwdriver. The only alcohol I have in the freezer, yes, it's in the freezer, is vodka, and I have not touched it in 2 years. And when I do, it's like, oh no, sorry, that's not true. That's not true. It was this year. I remember now. I passed my driving test and had a drink to celebrate. And because I hadn't eaten, I got very woozy. Freezer vodka is a waste of valuable freezer space. Yeah, I'll ask Panda if we should deal with that. I can deal with that. But yeah, like just some Sprite and vodka. I'm pretty happy with that. I was just like, Panda, I need a drink. And she's like, okay, what do you want? Like vodka? And she's like, ha ha ha. I'm like, no, seriously. And she's like, I. Oh, I'm having a great stream today. I'm having so much fun. But yeah, so after my driving test, I was like, well, time to have alcohol. And then I needed a nap because one drink was one drink too many. Because as I said, I don't drink, so it was all very strange to me. My body was confused. A nap or a nappy? Just a nap. Little sleepy boy. 57.9. Well, I think we're going to get 58 and then probably call it for the day. But that means we're doing 12% per stream, which is pretty decent. We are making poggers. You better believe it. We are pogging the heck out. We're pogging all over the place. There's more to pog than has ever been pogged. You are stuck. Danny Fresh Life, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everyone. Hello, hello. I see we've got a Danny raid. Last playing Call of Duty. Raid is the FBI. Open up. Okay, well, I have nothing to hide, officer. I gave up murder yesterday, so there is nothing in my basement or in my attic. Playing Call of Duty Warzone. Alright then. That is a... Okay, that's not what we were talking about, Soulburn. That is not... Okay. That is what you were talking about. It's not what I was talking about. Why are you making me sound like a creep? Why? It's only vaguely deserving. We were talking about ice cream floats. Yes, we were. And that was good. And then we talked about my alcohol tolerance is bad. No, we weren't giving drinks to 16-year-old girls. I said I was the 16-year-old girl wanting the drink. I go to the bar and I say, give me a drink that you would give a 16-year-old girl. A lot of porn behind you. There's no porn behind me. They're all board games. Unless you consider that porn, in which case... Well, whatever works for you, I suppose. I can't judge.
Thanks for your support.
Is there a way to set logistical requests of a Spidertron with a Combinator? I do not believe so. Thank you so much for the kibble, Soulburn. 16-year-olds can't go to the bar legally. 16-year-olds can go to a bar. Got to be with their parents, though. I think. Oh no. I've never tried to take a 16-year-old to a bar for what I feel is obvious reason. The answer is they don't want to go to a bar. Also, there's an obvious reason this follows. No, not a 16-year-old, thank you very much. Oh, goodness, can we stop making me sound like a creep today? I mean, I know I started it, but that's not my fault. I didn't mean it like that. As I said, can we stop talking about me like I'm something that would fight an alien? Why did I have to say it a second time today? I have never bought a drink for someone. No, I have bought one drink for someone. And it's what I would class as the worst date of my life. That was brilliant. I got berated for 15 minutes about a political decision. Like, about voting. It's true, you really shouldn't talk about who you voted for on the first date. No, she wasn't my roommate. It was like a first date. The first and only. I mean, I haven't bought a drink for someone else. I mean, look, she wanted to go to a bar, so I was like, alright, well, this is not really my place to go. Who did I vote for in the last election? Generally, I would vote more liberally than conservatively. Political conversations and dates don't go well together. That is true. You know what? Funnily enough, please say Trump. I'm not American. And no. Yeah, political adjacency line, very much so. Rip that band-aid off quickly. If they don't agree with you, your politics is non sequitur. That's true. I sound American? Yikes. Why didn't it blurb? You're right, it didn't blurb. Blurb, what the heck, man? Blurb. Where's my political adjacency alarm? Are we gonna get a second one? Whose one was that? That was my one. Where was your blurb? Anyway, funnily enough, like the thing that she berated me for ages, like 15 minutes, the next election I did actually vote for the party that she was berating me not voting for. So I thought that was funny. It wasn't even the next election, it was like the one after. But, you know, it was pretty funny though. It was like, like at the end of a date, you say, oh, it was great meeting you. Oh, yeah, I'll call you, whatever. Um, as I said, I generally vote more liberal than conservatively. Moving on. Voted in all but one election. Nice. But what was I going to want to say? Words have escaped me. Words have absolutely escaped me. Nope, I can't remember what it's saying. Oh yeah, no. So it's like the end of a date. You say to them, "Oh, it was great meeting you. Oh, yep, I'll call you tonight, or I'll send you a message, just making sure you got home." You do that sort of thing. And it was like after being berated 15 minutes and just feeling like absolute shit, I was like, "All right, well, good meeting you. And bye." Like I couldn't even say the lie when you're just wanting to be nice as you're leaving. You know, say, it was nice meeting you. I'll contact you tonight. What you contact them say is, I don't want to meet you again.
This is only cats I ever saw only cats.
It's only cats. You only saw only cats. Wonderful. Oh, right. Meow. If I could vote in a cat to be prime minister, what cat would it be? I don't know what cat would make good political decisions. You know what? That's probably a good place to finish this stream. We'll do this cat and then we'll end the stream. What percentage are we at? We're at 58.5. Wonderful. Speaking of cats. Okay, let's save. Oh my god, this stream is stupid. Okay. So let us look at a cat. Cat cam. Okay, it's not a real cat, unfortunately. It's a cat from the calendar. Ah, okay. Oh, it's a sleepy boy. We got a sleepy cat. Whoop whoop, sleepy cat alert. Question is it a great cat? I know it's a good cat, but is it a great cat? That's the only thing you need to answer. Yes, no. This is also August 24th, so that means we're getting very close to August Cat of the Month. Ooh, the violence. The violence of the cats. Where we pitch every cat of August up against every other cat. That leg is unfortunately positioned. Really? It's letting you see its little toe beans. Come on, Zoe, look at his little toe beans. Cat is solid if she's gonna fall off the table. You know, I feel like that cat's gonna stay on there longer than you'd expect. But when it wakes up, it is falling off. You're right. That cat's gonna go straight off the table. All it needs is a little dream and off it goes. I'd be surprised if this cat wasn't a great cat. Yeah. 83%. 5 people say great cat. One person says not a great cat. Interesting. Anyway.
Thanks for your support.
Uh,
This is only cats I ever saw only cats.
okay then. That happened again. So, thank you everyone very much for being here. I hope you've enjoyed your time here. If you are new here and you liked what you saw, and I'm not counting for the time that I took off my sweatshirt, jersey, please do consider following. I'd appreciate it. Don't have to. I'm not going to make you. I'm not going to get mad if you don't. Just if you want to, you can. Thank you for
Thanks
the
for your
kibble.
support.
Um, what else? So I will next be streaming on Saturday, and I'll absolutely be doing C Block. None of this going east crap. We'll be doing what we normally do. Also, oh, my voice is giving up. Do you need to rewind the stream for more hijinks? You do not. You can go to oh, there was some hijinks. Yes, there was a time where I laughed so hard I cried. Um, you forgot to tip for the jersey. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Make it hail. You at youtube.com/SeiferKatt. That's where I post VODs. And you also have the Discord link if you want to join a community. Don't feel like you have to, but if you want to join a community, there's a community. Oh, I actually pointed in the right direction. There's a community. Um, Beyond that, I am done for the night. Tired. It's been a long day. You know what? This stream has been fun. So thank you everyone for being here and for just making it more fun. With that, I'm out. Good night, everybody.